Hey there, Ranger Nation. It's Nate. And this is the Webcast with Attitude, LR4. And this is episode 184. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Guys, we've got a lot of things to cover from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection that was revealed at the Hasbro Pulse fan stream, Power Rangers 30th anniversary celebration. And after that, we've got some news from Rick's Boom Time about a Kickstarter. We'll get into that. And then we're going to discuss Power Rangers Once and Always. But before we do that, let me introduce you to my more phenomenal co-host. We've got Rick.
Hi. Yeah.
So
I know everyone's disappointed, and, can't hit the cool people. You get stuck with me.
So before we move on, before we start our topic on the Lightning Collection, I'm going to say this right now. I have watched the special 4 times.
Only 4?
4 times.
Are you even a Power Ranger fan at this point if you've only seen it 4 times?
Hey, I'm probably going to go for a 5th. So maybe after this.
I would have thought you've seen it at least 20.
So I might be going for a 5th at the end of this webcast. So
although you don't have as much free time anymore, so.
Oh, I mean, I can make free time. I just got to make sure to be up at a good. Yeah, guys, I do have a new job, by the way. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy at it.
He's almost full time.
Yeah. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Rick, how many times have you watched the special already?
I lost count.
Really? You've actually watched it more?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
well,
man.
The thing is, I actually woke up early on Wednesday. Not on purpose.
Oh, on purpose. On purpose.
I woke up. I couldn't go back to bed. I looked at the clock, and I'm like, I could watch that.
Oh, yeah.
So I went downstairs, turned on Netflix, and watched it.
Yeah, I mean,
perks of having, or my grandpa was out of town for the week. I got to use the TV in the living room at 4 a.m.
Okay, I didn't get up that early, but it was like 7-something.
I couldn't sleep. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just watch it.
So I watched it twice in one day. And then
I watched it when I got home from work that night too.
And then I watched it later that night, the 3rd time, and then the 4th time I watched it again. I don't know when I watched it, but I mean, I gotta tell you guys, I mean, once we'll get into the details here at the end of the webcast because we're gonna be doing kind of a kind of like a rate, just like we do. And we'll talk about it and then give our rate and also talk about go into a little review on it and everything. So just let you know, guys, it is a spoiler review. We're not doing any non-spoiler reviews. We're just gonna do a straight up spoiler review because it's been out since last Wednesday. So
it's been out since Wednesday. You've had 4 or 5 days to watch it. If you haven't seen it at least a dozen times, well, pity. You get spoilers.
So fair warning, if you haven't seen the special yet, stop watching our webcast. Go watch it on Netflix right now. So
no. Finish watching our webcast until we start spoiling it. Put us on pause, watch the special, or
mute us,
and then come back.
Or mute us.
You can pause the live performance and finish watching it afterwards. So don't just close out the browser and shut us off.
That's true.
Put us on pause, watch it, and then come back and finish watching the live performance.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because we're that special.
So,
I know. Pardon the pun.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into some Lightning Collection news that was announced during the Hasbro Pulse fan stream. Here we go. So we're going to start with Wave 15, which I didn't even expect this to be announced, but hey, we got it. So here is Wave 15, guys. We've got the Red Turbo Ranger, we got RPM Yellow, and then we got Lightspeed Blue. Now, as you know, Tommy was originally the Red Turbo Ranger, and they passed his powers on to TJ. So they have decided to release the Red Turbo Ranger with for TJ.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very happy about that. That's pretty cool. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we got what? Black Thunder Ranger coming, Tommy. We have White Ranger, we have Green Ranger, we have Red Zeo. We got another one that we're going to be talking about in a little bit. We got the metallic armor White Ranger.
Yes.
We got plenty of Tommy head sculpts.
Yeah.
Plenty of head sculpts for Jason David Frank. We can literally put one on there.
Yeah.
And that's him.
Yeah.
I mean, take the Zeo one because it's close to that season. He still had the same similar haircut. Or if you want the ponytail, you got the White Mighty Morphin Ranger.
He had more of a wavy, though, hair in Turbo, but I get what you're saying.
But, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we have multiple head sculpts. If you want to put the one from the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger figure on there that has the green headband, you know,
that
you can do it.
Weird. I mean, you could do it, but it's kind of a weird design considering that was Mighty Morphin.
No, I get that. So, the fact that we don't have one with him wearing that green bandana from Return of the Green Ranger,
that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome.
That's a little surprising.
Okay, so Derby Entertainment, we will get into that a little bit. We will get into that at the end. So if you want to hold off on that, we'll talk about that at the end of this webcast because that's what we're going in order of what we're talking about right now. So if you just wait on that, we'll discuss it. So.
But thank you for your comment. We do appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
And if we can remember it, we'll come back and make sure that we can address some of that as well. Or, you know, have a better conversation.
Yeah, so we'll get into that in a bit. So just thank you for your comments. We appreciate that.
We understand.
Well, we understand that. We understand that. But, you know, like I said, we'll wait till we get into that at the end because we got other stuff to cover right now with the Lightning Collection. So
it'll be treated like our episode rate today.
Yeah, exactly. RPM Yellow. I think it's very cool that we're getting her. We're getting, you know, the first RPM. Thanks. Appreciate that. And we're only getting the Nitro Blaster and the Nitro Sword.
Yes, we're not getting
her Zip Charger. Yeah, we're not getting that. But with Turbo Red, we are getting the Turbo Lightning Sword and his Turbo Sword and the Turbo Auto Blaster. I can't remember what that was called. I think it was a Turbo Auto Blaster. So we are getting those with the Red Turbo Ranger. Lightspeed Rescue, we are getting
just the
Rescue Blaster and it's
sword
baton
form
mode.
Yeah,
I think it's baton form. Either way, now even though the blaster has a little bit of a red tip to it, so I mean it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would really like to see. I wish that they got the individual weapons, but they didn't really use the individual weapons as individual weapons. They mainly used it as the main blaster, the Rescue Bird.
Yeah, you're talking about like the tools and everything, the rescue drill, and then all that stuff.
Yeah,
like the rescue.
I wish we got that, but I hope that at least say like if we get Lightspeed Red, he comes with the Rescue Bird. I don't care if it breaks apart. Just have the actual blaster. And
that would be actually cool, I think.
Yeah.
I agree on that. Now, this is and it's only going to have 3 in this wave, like Wave 7 had 3.
Yeah.
That's great. So I do, and they're actually.
I wish we got the V-Lancer.
That would have been cool. Somebody mentioned that somewhere, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're getting our first Lightspeed Rescue. We're getting our first Lightspeed Rescue Ranger. We're getting our first Ranger Series Operator of RPM, and then we're also getting another Turbo Ranger.
The new wave.
Yep, and the red Turbo Ranger. Yep.
So even though we do have Blue Centurion as Turbo, and we have Phantom Ranger, although they did mark him as in space.
Yeah.
He's the first true Ranger we're getting for Turbo.
Yeah.
Which means this is going to be the first true Rangers we're getting for each of these seasons.
Yep. And they are, I mean, we don't know when
and they are about Ranger. Speed.
Yeah. We do not know when the Phantom Ranger is going to be released. More likely is going to be an exclusive.
The invisible one. Yeah, the original version is already out.
Yeah, that was the part of the wave.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to as in space.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So, but yeah, so guys, if you were,
they did say we were getting in high gear, and this would hint that because of the fact that all of them are speed themed.
Yeah, that's
RPMs,
true.
turbo speed, light speed.
Mm-hmm.
Two out of 3. Well, I guess technically all 3 of them are car based.
Yep. So, guys, I did post these in the description already. If you guys want to pre-order these, to Hasbro, it's going to send you the direct links in the description under Wave 15 with their figure name, and the link is right there. It'll take you right to Hasbro Pulse where you guys can pre-order this. I'm looking forward to these. I mean, I did not do individual photos this time, considering they have them like right here, so that would make it a little bit easier and a little bit quicker to get through this episode, so we won't, be over talking about this. So we're going to be getting into our next part of the Lightning Collection figures. So I just got to say this right now, guys. This was the most weirdest collab I've ever seen come from
Okay, so this ain't the Lightning controversial one yet. This is the collaboration.
Yeah, the collaboration. The collaboration with a well-known Netflix series.
One that Nate is a very large fan of.
I do like this show. It's really great. But I did think this was the most weirdest thing ever. But it's just too good not to want to buy this.
Didn't you buy one of these already?
Yes, I did. And these are the last 2 figures that they're releasing for this collab. So
sad because they still have 2 other colors to fill in.
Yep. But here you go. Power Rangers and Cobra Kai. So right here you got
red and black.
Yep. And they are sleeveless Ninjetti form, basically. So we've got Johnny. So they're representing a new martial arts karate studio that Johnny Lawrence. I mean, I don't want to get too much into it, but if you guys have watched Cobra Kai, watch Cobra Kai. I'm going to post right now. Spoiler alert. Johnny Lawrence, the guy originally from Cobra Kai, started his own karate dojo called Eagle Fang Karate. Eagles don't have fangs. But
wait, you said eel or evil?
Eagle.
Eagle. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so
I thought you said evil. I was going to say, nice way to turn around and keep your evilness low key.
So in this wave, in this part of it for the Eagle Fang karate, you've got morphed Johnny Lawrence, which he is known as the Black Boar Ranger. It represents the boar for Johnny Lawrence, which is the one in the black. And you've got morphed Miguel Diaz as the Red Eagle Ranger. So,
sad part is I kind of might actually buy these two just because of the fact that they're sleeveless.
I mean, I've got to say, this is the most weirdest thing, but it's so much fun to see. I mean, if I ever get to meet, oh God, what is his name? The guy that plays Johnny Lawrence, or the guy that played Daniel LaRusso, and I see these figures, I'm buying them, and I'm buying extra ones, and I'm going to give it to them. I was like, here you go.
Here are these. Now sign my copy, please.
Oh, that'll be kind of funny. I mean, no, I was like this, like, and they're like, oh, you want me to sign this? No, it's yours. Keep it. It's yours. You're a Power Ranger now. You're part of the Power Ranger franchise. So there you go. They'll probably go, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Odds are they know.
Yeah, they probably do. I mean, it's not.
They were probably paid to turn around and do their head sculpts, since it's. I don't think Cobra Kai is originally a thing that Hasbro
I don't think Hasbro. I don't believe so. I think they're collabing with Sony. That's who owns the rights to Cobra Kai and everything. So
at that point, they would have to go through. Yeah, because you got Sony Pictures copyright on there.
Yeah. So just so you know, they do have. I did put the link in the description for direct to the Target website. So guys, if you are interested in purchasing these, just go there. You can purchase them and pre-order them right now. I don't know when they'll be available.
It looked like maybe October-ish.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out for that.
I might be wrong.
Of
course, the Alien Ranger 5-pack got pushed back to August.
Yep. It gives it more time, though. I'm glad about that. And it's still available. So.
Well, it gives me more time to get the money.
Yeah, me too, dude. I'm the same way.
Uh-huh.
So, guys, and also this was kind of a surprise. We got some
are we on the controversial ones now? Yep, we're on the controversial ones.
Yep, the remastered figures. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that up here.
And we'll explain why I call it controversial.
So right now, that's available for pre-order. This is not in the description just yet. I was working on that, but I will put these in the description. Right now on Hasbro Pulse, the website, green and red are sold out. I'm sure they'll get more in at some point, so keep an eye out for that. And then pink is still available, so I'll put a link in the description. They did announce the Black Ranger, the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, but he is not available for pre-order just yet. Or if he goes up on there, if it's pre-ordered
in the future.
Yep. So guys, keep an eye out for that.
But
go on.
So, couple controversies I've seen on Facebook already about these. People having their normal, why couldn't they do this? Why couldn't they do that? One, as you can tell with the Green Ranger, he's kind of missing an iconic part of his suit. The dragon shield itself and the armbands.
He's naked.
So this is literally the Green Ranger from Green Candle Part 2, where he's given his coin to Jason the Red Ranger.
Yes.
So at that point, the shield and the armbands transferred over to Jason. And speaking of which, if you look at the Red Ranger, he has the dragon shield. He has the armbands. He, however, does not have a holster for the dragon dagger. Also in Green Candle Part 2, Red Ranger, when he got Tommy's power coin, and got the shield did not acquire the holster for the dragon shield at that point. It was still on Tommy's costume. Now, with that said, Tommy is, of course, coming with his dragon dagger. He's coming with his head sculpt, morphed and demorphed. He is coming with the green candle itself, which is something I've come close to ordering off of a couple of these sites where people make the accessories. So I'm really glad we're getting that, because now it gives me a reason to truly want to buy this figure. And of course, it comes with the morpher, so which is the other reason to buy the remastered figures. If you're into that kind of thing. Then, of course, with the Red Ranger, the other controversy people are having with it is, as of right now, the listing and everything does not say it comes with Jason's head sculpt.
Right.
However, the fact that we have the Jason 2-pack from the San Diego Comic-Con also came with a Red Ranger Dragon Shield. The great thing about
it also
this
came with the
right, it came with the holster.
So,
however, the Dragon Shield on the Red Ranger in the remastered detaches, comes off. And from what they said and have shown, the armbands slide off as well. So now you can take that off of Remastered Red, put on Remastered Blue, put it on Metallic Black, put it on Pink Ranger to get the Boom Studios Shire Grid version. Although I don't know if the armbands will fit on her, because slightly thinner arms. They might be a little higher. They might slide a little bit. However, you have the option to give it a shot. So, good, bad. I mean, we're never going to get the absolute perfect figure.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants everything, and Hasbro's like, we can only do so much.
Yeah. So let me.
And of course, Pink Ranger is going to be Kimberly. She will have a better head sculpt for Kimberly. That was something I saw. It's like, cool, because people were making comments how it's not going to look like oh God, what was that now? I cannot remember. But
let me piggyback on what you were saying, Rick, about everything here. So so like you said, the Dragon Shield does detach from the Red Ranger. Rick did forget to mention that it does have adjustable straps, so where you can have it, the fit on the Pink Ranger. It will.
I did not know it had adjustable.
Yep, you can put it up a little further to the Pink Rangers, because that way the straps can go up on the under the arms a little bit better. And also, if you noticed on the Green Ranger on his holster, it's not the same design as his holster that he's had on other figures. It's a little bit more rounder, a little bit, because they're also giving him all three modes of the Blade Blaster: the blaster mode, the holster mode.
I forgot about that.
And then the Blade Blaster. So,
yeah, I mean, he did, when he was evil, he did turn around and actually strike the Rangers with the Blade Blaster. He stole it off of them and then just smacked them.
Exactly. So they wanted to add that. And back to what you were saying about the head sculpt.
When he got his powers back in Return of an Old Friend.
Yeah.
While Goldar still had possession of the Dragon Dagger, if you actually watch his fight, he has a Blade Blaster in the holster.
I'd have to go back and watch that. And also, maybe that's the design they went with for that too, as well. Green candle on that. Also, mentioning what Rick said about the head sculpt. Recent press photos of showing the accessories that the Red Ranger comes with did not include the Jason head sculpt, and it also showed like a red neck. So, but guys, you do have options. If you already have, like Rick said, if you already have the two Jason 2-pack, Gold Ranger and Red Ranger with Dragon
original
Shield.
Red Ranger solo figure.
Yeah, exactly. You've got that option.
There's Rocky. If you want to put Rocky's
true.
head on there, he got the Dragon Shield from Matt in the comics for an issue. Yeah. So there you go.
So yeah, guys. I mean, granted, would I like for them to actually include Jason's head? Yes. Is that kind of a big deal? Not really.
No. I would have also liked them to include a Dragon Shield with Tommy as well. That way we had two to play around with.
Oh yeah. But, hey, you know what? Guys,
greedy.
all I gotta say is I am so glad of what we're getting with this remastered figure line.
I'm glad we get the swappable thing so that
it's great. It's perfect for the 30th anniversary too, which is awesome. I mean,
now if so many people hadn't already cut their Dragon Shields off of their spare Green Rangers to turn around and move them around,
people probably thinking to themselves, "Damn it."
Or what I did, I bought an extra Walgreens exclusive Black Ranger with Dragon Shield and did that. Well, I found it on clearance.
So I can tell you right now, I mean, I'm glad, in honor of the 30th anniversary that's happening this year. I'm so glad what we're getting. Like I said, the Black Ranger is not available for pre-order yet. I don't know if it's going to be just put up there where you can just buy it right away, or if it's going to be on pre-order first before. So, like I said, guys, we'll keep you informed, and you'll have to check out you'll have to check out the Facebook page and all that stuff, or whenever we do another webcast as well. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
it'll keep you informed.
Yeah,
he's addicted to that.
I make sure to keep you guys updated because I want you guys to be able to get these. I mean, dude, I really think these are awesome looking figures.
Honestly, when it comes to recent Lightning Collection figures, the reveal of these, although with their controversies, or issues, as I might refer to it as, I say this is actually probably some of the better figures that they've released. As long as they don't forget to cut the knee joints so that they bend.
Yeah. And I wanted to say this too. At first, when I heard about the remastered, I was thinking, I'm like, so they're just re-releasing it. But then I did not know of how much stuff they were adding to it. Because when I saw in the back of the box when someone was posting and everything, I'm like, oh, they got me again. They got me again.
The morpher, the additional effects at the feet.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you guys got me. You got me, Hasbro. You got me. You got me, Hasbro. You got me.
Yeah.
It's it's like, you know what? I think I can. I mean, at first I was like, maybe I can pass on this. But I'm thinking I can pass on this. I think I'll be all right because they already have all the Rangers from Mighty Morphin. And then when they pulled that whole thing with the Morpher, and then I'm like, I'm like, God. Yeah. And then with Billy with removable glasses, I was like, you got me. You got me, Hasbro. You got me.
I mean, if I find a Trini in the wild, I'm going to be picking it up.
So, but
definitely.
Anyway.
I'll eventually get all of these, but.
Oh, yeah. So, but speaking of the Black Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, they did announce, as you guys remember, the Selfie series. We already have the red, we already have pink, and now, guys, if you want to have your head sculpt on a Black Ranger, well, there's your option.
If you want to try some hip hop keto,
so there you go, guys. I do not know if this code is working right now. I mean, it said through today, so hopefully it still works.
Tonight.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I will still post the link in the description.
And make sure you're 16 and older.
Yeah. So
they say it right up there.
Yeah. So it will be in the description later. If the code doesn't work, I mean, if you guys still want to get it, that's up to you because I mean, these Selfie figures are very interesting. I mean, I got one. I think I shouldn't have gone really darker on my face. Yeah. with the Lightning collection, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That was my mistake. I thought, oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Nope, it turned out really dark. So I did not expect that. But yeah, I mean, Rick, what do you think of them doing these selfie series for Hasbro, being Power Rangers or anything Marvel or GI Joe? What do you think of that?
I think it's actually pretty good because at the end of the day, people like to immerse themselves, dream of being in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have the opportunity to put their head on the figure. Now,
yeah, exactly.
I have yet to order one myself because the technology to do this is still rudimentary. Give it about a year. I'll give it consideration.
Yeah.
As they get better and better at it.
Right.
However, I may do it earlier if they announce that they had them Green Ranger with the detachable shield.
Oh man, Rick will become officially a Green Ranger. You'll be immortalized in a Green Ranger figure, just like.
Otherwise, I'll get me the Red Ranger, and I'll throw out. And once I get my head sculpt, I'll throw it on a Green Ranger figure, anyways.
There you go.
Hell yeah!
So, like I said, guys, I will be putting this in the description.
I could order me a Pink Ranger.
Oh your God.
Hey, whatever's available. All that matters is my head itself. Whether it's the female body or the male body, it don't matter. The extra figure is an extra figure, especially if I'm going to put my head sculpt on something else.
I gotta tell you, man, if you ended up doing a Pink Ranger one, you'll basically be a suit actor.
Cross-dressing.
But
get the April O'Neil version without the skirt.
Yeah, joking all aside, guys. But yeah, I mean, these are interesting things. I did not. I mean, at first I was like, I don't know, but then I'm like, you know what? These do look cool. I might as well go for it. So,
you made yourself a Ranger already.
Yep, and I also made myself a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
But who are you gonna call? Somebody else, not me, because I'm not that professional.
I was gonna say I wouldn't call you for that, anyways.
Yeah. So, guys, we got some deluxe figures that is a part representing the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. And guys, this is awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. And here we go. We are getting the Mighty Minotaur and Rita Repulsa.
Yes.
And dude, I'm so happy about this. The Mighty Minotaur comes with a little clay figurine with the Mighty Minotaur, and then Rita comes with three different face sculpts. Yeah. That one, her going, ha, 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 I'll destroy the Rangers. And one with the headache, and I can't remember the other one.
And it looks like it's literally just the face, not the whole head.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Like the face will pop off. There was a guy on Instagram, I think. He does a lot of custom stuff, and he was making like a Robo Rita, and he had little magnets to replace the face of Robo Rita with the non-broken and the broken.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if they're doing a similar idea with this.
Now, the dress she wears is cloth. It's a cloth dress.
Yeah, it's just like the Rita Zed silver anniversary 2-pack.
Yep, wedding 2-pack. That's correct.
Yeah,
and I mean, it still includes her magic
this
wand.
One actually has the gold. It's the show accurate instead of the wedding version.
Yeah, and I mean, that's cool what they're doing with this one. I mean, it would have been nice if they had another accessory with it. Maybe the telescope. That would have been awesome.
Oh yeah,
that would have been
right there would have been perfect.
That would have been awesome to have. But I'm glad with what we're getting with this. Minotaur, he looks awesome. he's also going to be including, like I said, if you guys already bought the Amazon exclusive Finster figure, you can include that him making a Minotaur monster. So that's pretty cool.
No, see, this is why I still say that they need to do accessory packs. Mm-hmm. 1, give us the clay sculpts for some of the creatures we've already got. 2, Finster's Monster Maker.
Oh, geez, that would be awesome.
That
would be awesome.
They could make one. Include the other clay figurines with it. Include a couple extra like a tray of putties. How he did the tray.
Yeah.
And at that point, $20 just for that.
I think that'd be a lot.
I think
that'd be a lot more than $20 if it had come down to that. But
it depends on how much of the Monster Maker they include. Do they include the full hose? Do they, if it's a full out like display type piece, not just the machine itself with a small little entrance, then it'll probably be about $30 or $40. But how fast that would fly off the shelf?
Dude, that would be,
especially because they would have to display their figures.
I can tell you right now, it would be a lot of
build like a moon palace. You'd have that in the background, Rita in the front. Like, I have a headache. And
I'll tell you right now,
in the background sculpting.
The thing is, they would have to really stock that up really quick. And
I
don't know how it would be, if it would be a fan channel or if it would be a major retail or possibly maybe exclusive. I don't know how they would do that, but that's just us spitballing out there. That's what that would be awesome to have.
This is why Hasbro needs me the head of their ideas team, because we have all this. I'd even sit and watch some of the other products that they have and see what we can do for that.
Yeah. So next up, guys, they said they are re-releasing stuff. They're re-releasing something that became very popular, but and a lot of people missed out on getting it. Honestly, I was all right with this. I didn't really get the normal version of this Lightning Collection item, but I'll just go ahead and show you. They did a release of the special edition black and gold Dino Megazord Zap, which was originally an NFT.
Yep, this is NFT free.
Yes.
No NFT needed.
But unfortunately, this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It is sold out, so we won't be posting this in the description. So I still just wanted to share this right here. So guys, if you got it, great. If you didn't, sorry, you're out of luck. Maybe they'll think about re-releasing them another time. But it's fine for what it is. It does include gold little versions of the little figurines that it comes with.
Yes.
And then but yeah, if you guys already have the Zap Dino Megazord, you should be fine.
Yeah.
So
if you're a completionist, you're going to be buying that.
Yeah. More likely, yeah, because a lot of people like the black and gold edition. I'll admit, with the retro with the retro Megazord,
yes,
when they released the retro Megazords, the black and gold Megazord, I have that, and then I have the PMC Super 7 exclusive black and gold Megazord and Dragon Zord Super 7. So yeah, guys, if you're into this, that is totally cool. Nothing against getting special edition colored different let's just say this is technically like a variant. So it is what it is. If you're interested in this, then buy it. If you're not, then hey,
buy it anyways.
Exactly. So
Hasbro, hire me. I can be part of your sales team. I have ideas.
So we are going to be.
People aren't going to buy it. We'll just tell them to buy it.
This is not Lightning Collection, but this was mentioned. This was something for free that you can get on Hasbro Pulse. I'll have to check to see.
Free, you say?
I will post a description in the description later on, so guys keep an eye out for that. In celebration of the 30th anniversary special, you've got these. Okay. You've got these posters, these downloadable posters. You got them, and the only ones they have available on there are the Megazord, the Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, Pink Ranger, and Yellow Ranger, and then the Megazord. I did ask the person that did do this why there wasn't a Green Ranger, but I'm not going to say because they do have I think they have something planned for that. So keep an eye out for that later. So,
in other words, this may not be the last time they release free posters.
So yeah, I will definitely post a description in the description. I will post this link in the description. You guys can download these posters, and you can either get them printed out or you can have them as your background on your phone.
Yeah,
that's what I did right there. So,
well, Nate's always gonna have the fancy shiz.
I got. Hey, why not, man? It's Power Rangers. So, now before we go on to Rick's topic, Rick, what do you think, man? Everything we've seen, what is the most exciting thing that? What would you say that really stood out to you in this Lightning Collection topic?
Well, the fact that Rita is being released as a deluxe figure, that's interesting. I don't think Rita, based on what they're giving us, should count as a deluxe figure, but so be that. They make their own decisions. They don't listen to the wise people who should be in charge of those decisions. Hasbro, I would like a job, please. However, the remastered red and green are the ones that really stick out to me. And the fact that, after all this time, we didn't think we were ever going to get another Red Ranger with Dragon Shield.
I know. I was surprised. I was like,
and people were like, but he doesn't have the Dragon Dagger holster. It's like, yeah, well, they can't make it exactly like the San Diego Comic-Con because, takes away the special of it. Just like, we may have got Gold Zia Ranger, but we didn't get him as Jason in the individual figure.
And I got to say this,
although if they do a remastered Zia Gold, I want the Gold Zia shield to be able to be detachable. I know they never swapped it in the show. And I'd like Mighty Morphin White with his shield detachable so that we can have some fun with that as well.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I know they didn't do it in the show, so they'll probably never do it. But this guy can dream.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, guys. So that was the only San Diego Comic-Con exclusive we ever got from Lightning Collection. After that, we did not get any more. They didn't do anything with San Diego as an exclusive, which I'm kind of surprised that they didn't end up doing that. But you know what? I know good thing.
On here for.
So, yeah.
Give me a moment.
So, we are at Rick's boom time. He's working on that right now.
It's loading.
So, but for Rick's boom time, this is a little different. It's not talking about any issues. It's talking about something that is coming in that has been crowdfunded on Kickstarter. And so, Rick, do you mind if I show the video?
I mean, I haven't seen the video either, so go ahead.
All right, here we go, guys.
So that kind of did the entire topic for me. I don't know why I'm here.
Oh, well, I have some of the images on here, so that would help. So
just replay the video. Yeah.
So yeah, Rick, if you want to go ahead and tell us very quick before I go through the slideshow here.
Well, it's a Kickstarter.
And how much did it make?
Oh, well.
Well, first off, how much was it pledged for? And then tell us how much it made.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to do this in reverse. This made $578,484. This is extremely remarkable because it's got 1,528 backers as of 3 days ago. I think that's when it ended. Or,
actually,
no,
nope.
It's still going on. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah. So, the original pledge that they were trying to get for this, $25,000. So, yeah. Give me a second here because I want to find something.
Yeah. I mean, as Rick's doing that, guys, that is incredible.
578,484 by. That means the average donation for this was $378.59. Average.
How much?
$378.59 per person.
Geez, $300 and something. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you said.
That's the average. Now, that means some did give less, some gave more. They probably had different tiers of what you get in there, like the jacket, stuff like that.
Yep.
But so yeah.
Let's go ahead and show some of these items that you will be receiving from this, and then we'll get into the tiers for you, Rick. So let's go ahead and do that. So go ahead with this one.
Oh, excuse me. So this is the where is it? I had already scrolled past. Okay, so we are getting the give me a second.
Yeah, it's titled Power Rangers Archives.
Well, hold on.
That helps you out.
I know. I'm getting up for something. Ow.
Okay.
It's easily accessible. Oh, do not fall. Do not fall. There they are. Step back over the mess. Ooh. One of these days, I will have an easier walk path. Until I can get a bigger room or add on to this place. Not yet. So, this book, the volume 1 here, is this. And a fancy hardcover.
The archive is? Are you sure?
Yeah. This here. So, let's see. It is. Go back to the earliest Power Rangers comics in Power Rangers Archive Book 1, which collects the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger stories from the first decade, originally published by Hamilton Comics and Marvel Comics.
Huh.
It's literally this.
Okay. Well, okay. I did not realize that.
Yep. Now, the next image that you're going to pull up.
Yep.
You notice how it says Power Rangers Archive again? Look at the bottom of that side piece. It says Book 2. That continue the journey into the second decade of Power Rangers Archive Book 2 with the comics featuring Zeo, Turbo, Samurai, and Megaforce teams, along with more Mighty Morphin tales originally published by Image Comics, Alkline Valiant Comics, and Paper Cuts. All the beloved stories in Power Rangers Archive have been remastered and restored by Boom Studios and are presented here for the first time in deluxe hardcover format. And the first time part is the deluxe hardcover format, not first time released.
Okay.
Because that is literally volume 2, which, as you can tell, this is not hardcover.
Yeah, that's paperback, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like so many of the. Actually, I just flipped into this where it has the monster that mixes them up and stuff. So definitely read it. The monster literally mixes up their costumes, their colors, their everything. And yeah. I actually had the original version of this along with it.
Yeah.
But
are you ready for the next image?
Yes.
Okay, here you go.
So this here is the finally experienced the third decade through Power Rangers Lost Chronicles Book 1, collecting for the first time ever in deluxe hardcover form all the standalone graphic novels published by Boom Studios, along with the Power Rangers artist tribute, Power Rangers Lost Chronicles Book 1, featuring characters from Lost Galaxy, In Space, Psycho Rangers, Time Force, and the 2017 Power Rangers movie team, Ninja Steel, RPM, and SPD, among other fan favorites. So, what this is going to be based on that, you got the Aftermath comic from the 2017 movie?
Yes.
Sounds like that's in here.
Right.
The Psycho Time, Soul of the Dragon, and the individual hard like trades that they did, like
yeah,
the Time
I know what
Force
you're talking
one,
about.
stuff like that. It also
Psychopath,
sounds like it may include like some of the specials that may have been out there for like Galaxy and all that. So you may have parts of Shattered Grid in here or something like that. That I don't know for sure. Of course, the Psychopath did include Galaxy and In Space because Astronema, Crone, Andros. Yeah. They do mention Psycho Rangers, so that obviously Psychopath or Psycho's Path. Ninja Steel, RPM. They had those novelizations, I believe it's called, that were released. The smaller books, not comics, but yeah, I think those are included, which I could have sworn were included in this. Yeah. The Samurai ones were in Megaforce. Yeah. So the Megaforce and Samurai were included in the Archive Volume 2. But they're not actually listed on here. Ninja Steel, RPM are. So again, like I said, that could involve other stories that they've released over the years. The Countdown or the Power Rangers Unlimited stories.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
So are you?
Yeah.
So you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Which is this? Basically, you just have to scroll down.
So in addition to hardcovers, thrilled to offer variety and new commemorative comic books and merchandise. So this includes commemorative variants from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #1 and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th Anniversary Special #1.
Okay.
Which is an upcoming comic. So the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th Anniversary Special #1 is an upcoming celebration special. In what they're dubbing Power Coin editions, both comics will feature multi-gatefold covers on premium cover stock, stamped with gold foil logo and Power Coin insignia. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers #0 Power Coin Edition will connect the original set of iconic Power Ranger helmet covers, which is what's there, for the first time in a single cover in morphing order.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that until now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I did not notice
that. And of course, they have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 30th Anniversary Special #1 Power Coin Edition, which will unite Dan Mora's iconic Every Ranger Ever connecting covers on a single gatefold for the first time ever, which is your next image.
Okay, cool.
Both covers are available as a set, individual add-on items, or as part of our limited edition boxed sets, and the final print runs will be based on orders we receive.
Okay.
So if they receive 10 orders, they make 10. If they receive 100,000 orders, they make 100,000. So they're not. So based on this, these are going to be made by order. So they won't have extra. Once the cutoff is for the backing and ordering it, that's it.
Yeah.
There's no extras that are going to be floating around. So
my question is for you, Rick, does this, they said something about the 30th anniversary special comic. Now, are they going to be releasing that to other people, for them to get a chance to get it?
It didn't say.
So we'll have to wait to find out. We'll keep you posted on that one.
Honestly, I think they will.
Yeah.
But it'll be later on in the year.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they said it's an upcoming comic. They didn't say exclusive to this collection. Right. They just said an upcoming.
So let's go to the next part.
Yep. But the Power Rangers 30 celebration does not end there. We are also debuting the Power Rangers 30 Angel Grove Letterman jacket. Available in extra small through triple XL, so 3X sizes.
So awesome.
Featuring the iconic crimson and white color scheme and insignia of Angel Grove High School. These jackets are going to be rad. Even Bulk and Skull will want one. So next time you go to a convention, once these are released, check with Paul Schreier and Jason Narvi and see if they got theirs.
Yeah.
That way we can see if the people who wrote this Kickstarter thing were telling us the truth.
Yeah. So right here, Rick,
Yeah.
the image.
Yeah, you get the Angel Grove High School. You got the school symbol on the arm. You have 30.
Yeah.
And then on the back, oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah. So I
would have loved to have one of these when I was in high school.
So let me stop right there. It does say on there, design not final and subject to change. So this is just a look at what could be.
Yeah.
So you just have to wait.
Odds are the design is going to be very similar to this. They may move the 30 to the other shoulder or something like that, but they're not going to change the Angel Grove High School symbol. They may make it a little bit smaller on the back. They might raise it up, but there's not going to be much of a change from what they have here. Yes, it is subject to change because, well, everything is until it's finally produced.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. So next up, let's go on to the next image.
Then, oh, yes. So I actually have one of these. And the most dedicated of Power Ranger collectors, for the most dedicated of all Power Ranger collectors, we are also reprinting the 6 original one-page comic books for the first time ever in a deluxe Megazord size printing. These 6 one-page comic books originally debuted at Comic-Con International in San Diego in 2015, kicking off our Power Rangers publishing line and immediately sold out. Now we're bringing the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger one-page comic set back. Strictly limited. So, strictly limited. They're not going to go over the 600 sets that they're making. And they're being sized up to match the deluxe hardcovers. The deluxe edition hardcovers.
Okay.
So these are going to be a little bit larger. They were already bigger than the standard comic anyways, by just a slight little bit.
Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Go back up. There we go.
So I actually have the Trini one.
Nice.
I actually got it from Power Morphicon.
The first time you went to Power Morphicon?
When I got the Lord Draken exclusive figure in the 2018, I think it was.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But so when I got those signed, they handed me one of these, and it turned out to be the Trini one.
Okay,
it was a blind pack. It was free.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That is awesome.
So yeah.
Now, I need you to scroll down to where do I want you to scroll down to? You're gonna have to scroll down past all the tiers and everything because they do have the tiers at the bottom.
Yeah.
So go to the one where it says exclusive day 1 bonus.
Oh.
And I think it's the pin. So you have to scroll down to that.
Hold on.
So I'm just going to put the pin up here so you can help.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, actually, no. Do not pass that. Sorry.
Oh.
I forgot. Yeah, go back.
Yeah, so they're offering we're also offering printer Steve Morse stunning connection cover image on a single premium 23 by 11 Gleese limited to 125 copies for the first time ever. So yeah.
I believe
this is amazing, and I have to say at the bottom there, with the army of Megazords charging the army of villains, it's awesome because the two in the middle being Rito and the Thunder Megazord. It's like you literally pin those two together when knowing in the show it wasn't the Thunder Megazord that won that fight.
Right. So I think this is actually in the artist tribute book that they have released. So I have to go look at that because I own that one. So I have to go back and look at that. So now you can go ahead and scroll down to the pin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Which I wish I had the money right now to get this.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be so nice to have.
Reserve a physical tier in the first 24 hours, March 28th.
Oh, well,
1:10 p.m.
It wouldn't have mattered.
March 29th, 1:10 p.m. Pacific time. Of this Boom direct service or direct reserve campaign, and you'll automatically receive an exclusive Power Rangers 30 logo annual pin as part of your order as a day one bonus. So unfortunately, we're way past the day one.
Yes.
So yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway, so I didn't look at the date until now. I'm like, oh crap, never mind.
Yeah. So now we're on the tiers, right?
Yes, we are on.
Okay.
We need stretch goal power. So let's go ahead and go there. Here we go.
So, tier 1, you get the okay, that's not the tiers I was looking at.
Okay, we have to scroll down. These are the stretch goals. You want to go to the stretch goals. So I'm gonna give them the option where they can actually look at it themselves. And then we'll just go to the stretch goals.
Okay, so you went below the tiers and went
straight because that way people can look at themselves because it's such a long thing. So go ahead.
So for once they hit 75,000, you got the free digital edition core hardcovers.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got to 150,000, you got the Watch My Hardcovers Grow. Then, of course, you got the new Power Ranger series announcement. Then the set of 6 Angel Grove Club embroiled patches added to every pledge of 200 or more. The 500,000 limited signed pin, art pin, unlocked as add-on item for purchase and added for free to tiers 6 through 9. Once they hit the 650,000 mark, you're going to get a bonus embroiled pin set added to all reserve orders of $100 or greater. So if you got, say, 2 of the tier 1 purchases, so you got 2 of the tier 1 $50 Power Coin comic sets, and you had them on the same order, don't know why you want to go for a tier 2 at that point, but because it's an order of $100 or more, you get that. Now, of course, if you did tier 2, you got it as well. So if you only ordered 1 of tier 1, you don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the last 2.
Yeah, and so the 800,000 and the $1 million one, stretch goals they have yet to announce because they haven't got past the $650,000 one yet.
Yeah.
Once the $650,000 goal is met, they will reveal what the $800,000 goal is.
So,
and of course, so forth with $1 million.
Yeah. So,
and if they go over $1 million, I'm sure they wouldn't mind adding more if they can get to $2 million.
Yeah.
Which
Now,
is not listed, but
let's talk about that 250,000 new Power Rangers series announcement. And I think we have a little bit of a video clip for that to reveal what this is. I believe so.
Sure.
You know what?
Let's do it.
We do. And here it is. Guys, Rick, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So, Amy Jo Johnson is teaming up to do a comic book series for Power Rangers with Matt Hodson.
And I believe that is her boyfriend. I believe so.
Even better for her.
Yeah.
They can do this from home.
Yep.
That's if they share a home.
Yeah.
Which
go on.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not truly in a relationship with someone until you live with them, apparently. At least that's what a cousin of mine says. However, oh God, what is this supposed to be called? I can't remember offhand. Like My Story or something. My version.
It's her. It's her version.
Yeah.
She has. I don't think she has a title just yet.
Okay.
I think that's what she's saying. This is her version of Power Rangers. But yeah, this is very awesome, guys. I will put a link in the description below for Kickstarter. You only have 3 more days left to contribute, guys. If you want to see those other goals met, do what you can. That's all I gotta say. I mean, this has been very.
Yeah. If you want to see what the $1 million stretch goal is, donate. Well, not really donate, but purchase.
Yeah.
If you don't have the money, pick up a couple extra shifts at work if you can. If you can't do that, then you're like me and just have to suffer not having it.
Yeah. So I had to take my AirPods out because they are low. So
yeah. I actually have my computer plugged in. So I normally have to unplug it to get to the desk.
So yeah,
I actually did the plug this time, so I'm good now.
So yeah, that's Rick's topic, guys. Rick, very quick because we want to get to the next topic.
So as always, remember, support your local comic book shops, support your local small businesses. Definitely support them. Support the paper copy because again, this is a lot better to read than trying to read it off of illuminated screen.
Excellent.
So support paper copy, support local comic book shops, support the small businesses.
Okay.
Love your neighborhood.
So guys, we've got some guest announcements for Ranger Stop and PopCon 2023. We're going to get through these real quick, and then we'll be getting to our last topic of tonight. So Karen Ashley, she will be appearing at Ranger Stop and Pop this year, which I'm not surprised. And then you've got Jack Guzman, Danny Delgado, the Wild Force Black Ranger.
Cool.
And then you have now, guys, if you were at Lexington and if you were at Fairview Comic-Con this weekend, Jenna Frank was there. But at Ranger Stop and PopCon, his other daughter, Sky Frank, will be a guest in honor of her father.
That's good.
So she will be there, and I'm glad that she's doing this. This is his firstborn daughter.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I'm glad that she's going out and meeting his fans and everything. And next up, we also have Princess Shayla herself, Anna Marie Crouch. And then we've got a titanium
guest,
which is a sponsor. Christina Masterson, she will be there. And then another titanium guest, the voice of Trey of Triforia and the voice of the Gold Ranger, and Ryan Steele from VR Troopers season 1 and 2. He's a titanium guest as well. And then also,
who would be the perfect titanium guest?
Did I not include that? I did not include him. Damn, what did I do? Did I do something wrong?
I don't know. But the guy that played the Titanium Ranger in Lightspeed Rescue, that would be a good titanium guest.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. All right, guys.
Unfortunately, I don't have the money to make that happen. So sad face.
Also, let me go ahead and stop sharing the screen because for some reason my thing did not want to put everything on here. So give me 1 sec. I don't understand why. So give me 1 sec.
Because technology.
I love technology. Yes.
All hail the technology.
So go ahead.
Our lords.
Again.
Our saviors.
Let's go ahead and stop. All right.
Our overlords. Our gods. All our technology. We bow to their superior will.
Yes. Open all of them. There we go. So there we go. We got that. This over here. Now I gotta.
Would you like to open everything? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, I close everything.
Okay. So here is our last guest announcement for Ranger Stop and PopCon.
It's bedtime.
It is young Tommy himself, Michael Gatto. He will be there as well, guys. Definitely stop by and say hi to him. So I'm really happy that he's going to be there. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, Ranger Stop and Pop Con is happening June 16th to the 18th at the Sheraton Atlanta Hotel. So guys, make sure to get your passes and everything. I will definitely put a link in the description later. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, Rick and I are not going to Ranger Stop and PopCon. We are going to go to Ranger Stop in November. We don't have
U-Haul.
I'm sorry, what?
I said buy U-Haul.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, at that point, we might as well with the amount of stuff we buy from there.
The amount of stuff.
Yep. And now, guys, we are in our final topic for this evening, and we're going to be talking.
I get to go to bed soon.
Yep. For Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once and always. But before we get into this topic, I got a message from we got this sponsor, and they really want me to promote this. I don't know why, but I'll go ahead and do it.
So we are now officially sponsored.
So let me say this right now. So Skulovich and Bulkmeyer, Bulk Food Company, use your skull, buy in bulk. I don't know why they made me do. So guys, this is just a joke.
Buy their fully loaded sub.
Yep. And I can tell you
this
right
thing
now,
is like 3 feet long. It's got every meat, every cheese. I know you only see the American cheese on there, but there's Swiss cheese in there as well. You get all the veggies. You get your choice of mayo, Thousand Island, or vinaigrette.
Yeah. So, guys, this is just a joke. They're not our sponsor. It was just this was actually in the special during a scene. So, guys, it was
you
very.
can literally see the putty behind the sign.
I know that was just something I wanted to put in there because I thought this was the greatest way of doing an Easter egg and cameo type of thing for Paul Schreier and Jason Narvey. Even though they weren't physically in there, this was still better than nothing.
But it does raise the question: how did Bulk and Skull get together to start this company? Based on the fact that at the end of Super Samurai, Skull's riding around in a limousine and Bulk is still living out of a garage he's renting.
Well, actually, that was his home. He actually just, he was just living there. But yeah, we're not going to get into too much detail with this, but I just wanted to share this. But guys, because we really want to get into detail about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always and give our thoughts on it.
Yes.
So everything that begins, it starts off with Billy.
They jump right into it.
Yep. Billy is like on a cliff, and he's being attacked by Robo Rita, and
guys, it's Rita.
And an army of putties.
Now, so I will say this was a missed opportunity.
Okay, so
for Robo Putties.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Because think about it. Here she's using regular putties, but the monsters she'll use are robots.
Yeah.
Or cyborgish. But yeah.
But
the putties remain the same.
Right. So let's get to this. So what happens is he gets the backup, and you've got the rest of the Rangers joining him, which I think is awesome. Trini, Jason, Kimberly, Tommy, Zach. And during the fight scene, they have this big explosion in the background. They're running to go, and then you hear the theme song, Go Go Power Rangers, and by Ron Wasserman.
Yeah.
That was just amazing. I love that.
Callbacks.
Billy, he does a spin, and then he elbows Rita in the face, Robo Rita in the face, and damages her face. And then Rita is still throwing out the punishment against. She is punishing Billy really bad, and she's about to do a final kill. And this is where it gets crazy. This is where it gets very
This is where it gets dark.
Trini jumps into the blast, and she gets vaporized. She's gone. She's nowhere to be seen anymore.
Yeah.
She's gone. She's dead. She's no longer around. And I've got to say this. Originally, now, there was supposed to be a scene where they were going to show her at the bottom of the hill. Apparently, what I read somewhere from I think it was Simon Bennett that said this, but they decided not to use that scene.
Thankfully.
So
I'm glad that they didn't.
And I just thought, that was just crazy. The first time we've ever seen, besides a Ranger getting struck down from Time Force, that was the difference. Kendricks, yeah. But this one was very, very, very dark. And then we are at the Quan residence, and Billy and Zach are trying to figure out how they're going to explain this to Trini's daughter, Min. And they're going back and forth. Zach said, what should we tell her, that she drowned? And then Billy's like, no, she's too smart for that. And then
we owe her the truth.
And Billy says they should tell the truth about everything, including them being Power Rangers.
But sort of rules.
And then, Zach, it's just, he wanted to stick with the rules, but then he this conversation gets very intense between them two.
Yes.
Because Billy said, if Zordon was back, Rick, if you want to say this one, go ahead.
If Zordon was back, he would agree that sometimes rules should be broken.
Yeah.
And so, of course, the conversation gets to, the right way to tell her, and there's no right way to tell her, and that's when they find out they've been overheard.
But here's the thing, Zach says she's a kid. She's a kid, Billy. She doesn't need to know we're Power Rangers.
She doesn't
need to tell her that she needs to know that Rita Repulsa killed her mom. Min's in the background, hears everything.
Yeah.
She's in shock, and then fast forward to a year later, you see Min training, trying to be prepared to fight against Robo Rita.
Yeah.
And now Zach is her legal guardian.
Yep.
We find out a lot of stuff in this special. Zach
was a congressman.
And
which actually fits with the peace conference thing.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. The thing is, they said Min doesn't have anybody else, considering she was a single mom. Trini was a single mom and everything. And they're heading to the cemetery in honor of Trini's
the 1 year anniversary of Trini's passing.
Now Rick, he pointed this out. Now, first off, I thought it was going to be a funeral just by the way it was, because this takes years, like after 2022. And guys, I got to tell you, the archive audio from Jason David Frank,
yes,
from Amy Jo Johnson, from Austin St. John,
yeah,
this
is why I wish we got full credits at the end of the Netflix special instead of Netflix cutting it off, because it would have been nice to actually see them credit them for the archive footage.
Right. And also, the archive audio was from Twee Trang during that scene when she got.
Yeah.
And everything they've done for this special. I mean, I got to tell you.
Like when she hollered out for Billy and then ran in to protect him from Rita's blast, that was from, I believe it's the second episode.
Yeah, High Five. That was from High Five.
Where she was getting over her heights and she yells for Billy because of being too high.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is an Easter egg in itself based on the fact she was blown off the cliff.
Oh, man, that is pretty terrible. That is very, very bad, but at the same time, I did not expect that. But so anyway, as I was saying, Rick got this one right, because I thought that Jason Tomley, that's
Jason, Tommy,
Kimberly were going to be captured in the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, technically you were right. It was still near the beginning of the episode. Yeah. It's just, it's the year later, not
and they got captured. Time. They got captured. This is when they revealed Robo Snizzard and Robo Minotaur, and she has her masterpiece device behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And they're captured.
It took Robo Rita about a year to make those monsters.
And they're captured. They're turned into these like figurines, placed on the device. And then, Zach and Billy demorph. They get in the car. They try to get away from them. And then, you know what the car is? Radbug 2.
Yep.
And they go back to
why they demorphed, right?
Well, they didn't know at that time.
No, they didn't know that they were trackable at that time.
Yeah.
But they knew at that point that they stayed morphed, they would be able to be used as energy for her thing.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know if that's probably the reason,
but they demorphed, and then you heard the monster say about how that's useless.
Yeah. So, anyway, they head back to the house, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And Min,
wants revenge.
She wants revenge. And, and then she's really harsh against Billy because she knows why what happened, and because they told her everything.
Yes.
And so during that time, all things were said, and then Billy and Zach head to Cranston Tech.
Yep.
I did not Rick. I mean, I did not expect this to be
Cranston Technology is the new command center on the beach. So how before I had said, it'd be weird that that's the command center because it's out in the open and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird if it's just the command center. Well, it's Cranston Technology itself. That is the actual business. And Billy's employees that work in the upper part don't know about the command center below their feet.
Yes. And this is the introduction of Alpha 9. Which a lot of people were saying, like, okay, so what about Alpha 8? Here's where it gets interesting. There is a flashback scene, which I do love how they did that.
We actually get Alpha 8 too.
And what Billy is trying to do, look for Zordon, because, with the Z-Wave, he thinks that it's possible that Zordon's still out there, even though his energy was dispersed and he said he would be gone. But so at that time, Alpha 8 and him,
Zordon don't know what he's talking about.
was trying to get Zordon back, and it wasn't Zordon. Rick, we already know this one.
Yeah. So we find out that the Zordon's wave and particles spread all over the place didn't just spread Zordon. It spread the evil essence of all villains that were destroyed that day. So like those dust particles that we saw, essentially, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, if you want to consider it snap.
Yeah. And that too. But so all that got mixed together. So when Billy trying to bring the locking on to the signal of the Z-Wave, ended up inadvertently pulling in the essence of the evil version of Rita Repulsa, which overloaded the plasma tube, releasing the essence, and it went into the first body it was able to grab. Alpha 8. Robo Rita is an alpha.
Robo Rita took over Alpha 8 and made her new body and everything.
Making Robo Rita an alpha.
Yep. And I think it was interesting. That's basically how that flashback scene was what took place
just before the scene we opened with.
Yes.
Because the battle that Billy had with Rita in Robo Rita in the command center is literally what leads to Billy being riding to the hill where Rita's like, why'd you run out here?
Right.
So yeah, that now I have seen several other people who do spoilers mention that scene did not actually exist in their reviews. No, it does exist.
Go back and watch it, guys. If you don't believe us, go back and watch it. I've watched it 4 times. I know Rick's watched it plenty of times. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You got to go back and watch and see it. You must have missed something on that. But
it's a good way. It fully explains how Rita's back.
Yep.
And I'm glad for that.
Now, they activate the Bandora protocol, which I think is awesome.
Well, the Bandora protocol is something that that Billy came up with after Robo Rita escaped.
Right.
So that wasn't in place before Robo Rita was.
No, it was not. You're right.
Birthed from Alpha 8's
Yeah.
body.
And
that's why it has Rita staff logo and all that.
Yeah, exactly. And also, they do show up some names, and Alpha sends out the alert. And they did mention, the Astro Megaship, the Turtle Cove, Coral Harbor, and I believe Terra Avenger.
Yeah, they also had Osaka.
Yeah. Yes. Guys, if you think about this, where were the Dino Fury Rangers? Osaka, Japan. So basically, this was taking place during season 2 as the Rangers were still around during that time, apparently.
Yep.
I believe so.
Yeah, because this takes place before Dino Fury season 2, I think.
Yeah. Maybe. I think so. Well, actually,
or somewhere in
it's
season.
kind of it's kind of in the mix there. I mean, that's what I understand.
Because from what I saw, they're trying to say it takes place before the end of Dino Fury season 2.
Yeah.
But if you notice, the broadcast from the youth center is from Buzz Bla's Angel Grove.
Yes.
Which is something that they were trying to establish at the
end.
The
thing is, they probably didn't know that the Dino Fury Rangers weren't there at the time. So that I don't know. But you take as is. And then during that time, you get Catherine teleporting, and she was in the middle of volunteering for her son JJ's junior karate camp, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then she realizes
she needed
that it's the Bandora protocol. And then here comes Rocky in his firefighter outfit and everything, and he's holding his lunch that he just heated up, and he thought it was some sort of training exercise.
Oh man, a training exercise, really?
Because I just heated up my
lunch.
So start this right now. # let Rocky eat.
Justice for Rocky's lunch.
Yeah. So also, what happens is, she thinks that Tommy, Kimberly, and Jason are fighting Robo Rita, but they reveal that they've been captured, and then all that stuff, and then they receive a message from 2 other Rangers.
Yeah. Aisha and Adam.
And they are a part of a familiar. It's a foreshadowing reveal.
Considering where they were.
Space Patrol Alpha. They are 6 hours away on the other side of the galaxy. They're zooming there.
They were coming back from Sirius.
Yes.
Dougie Kruger's home planet.
Mm-hmm.
They were helping to fight the Cherubian forces, which is the army of what's that villain's name? God, I just had
Emperor Grum.
Emperor Grum, yes.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Now,
I do see this as a missed opportunity.
Okay, well,
there is one character that they should have included, or at least mentioned, that would have fully tied this to Power Rangers SPD. And that is Sky Tate's father.
That would have been good. Now,
I'm not saying morph him. I'm saying give him the same gray uniform and have him in the background. Where you can clearly see Tate on his arm badge or something.
Right. So we're going to try to get through this as fast as possible, guys. I know we're going crazy with this. We're trying to, and then they get these proxy power coins because but the thing is,
well, you know what Zordon always said about messing with active powers.
Yep. because the thing is, if active, duplicating active powers is completely dangerous because it could be
too much pink energy.
Too much, yeah. And then they morph, and we get a new morphing sequence, which I think is awesome looking. They go to the to Angel Grove,
and nothing ever comes out of the whole too much pink energy.
Yeah, and they go on to the next fight, and then Alpha announces that the way they're being tracked is by their grid fluctuation of their powers when they're morphed. So they have to demorph, get back to the command center to think of a better plan. And during this time, Min heads to the U Center because she gets a buzz blast alert by none other than Annie that works at Buzz Blast in Angel Grove. So
which was being established at the end of Dino Fury.
Yep, Dino Fury Season 2. And so during the fight, the putties are attacking at the U Center.
The putty controllers, which haven't been seen in Angel Grove in years, are now back.
And so Min, obviously, she takes her mom's morpher, and she tries to morph into the Yellow Ranger. It does not work. So, she's overpowered.
Know what she's after.
Yep. Zach, the other Rangers see that Min is in trouble. Zach and Rocky teleport to the U Center, and then this fight happens, and then the putties are getting destroyed left and right, turned to rubble. I thought that was just so cool of how they did that. And then we get one of the coolest things I've seen, and it's funny at the same time. It's time for hip hop keto. And the line that Min says, "Are you breakdance fighting?" That was so awesome.
Yes.
So they teleport back to the command center
with Min.
Yep. And Billy tells her that nobody else knows about the command center, not the public or his employees. This needs to be a secret. Min is still
being trusted to keep this a secret. Don't make me regret.
Min is still salty against Billy and all that stuff. So y'all know this. And actually, this is when they actually talk to Adam and Aisha, I think. I believe so. I had to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It all blends together.
Yeah. They come up with an idea to use the stealth technology that
So they did talk to Adam and Aisha there because of that.
Yeah, for the ship. And then first things first, they set up a trap for Robo Minotaur and Snizzard.
Yep.
And they get trapped in this giant electromagnet on a crane.
Yes.
And it's like, as you said, a surprise.
That's an Easter egg.
Really?
Yes. It's a crane.
Oh.
Being piloted by Kat,
who
used the Ninja Crane.
That's a coincidence in itself. So
that was done on purpose.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because all of a sudden, someone who's never done construction knows how to operate construction equipment. I mean, great.
And the line that
your logic, but still,
whatchamacallit, that the Robo Minotaur says is like, "Thanks, I hate it." So again, the Rangers go back to the command center, and the next phase of their plan, they use these handheld stealth devices that are one use only, and then Alpha teleports them to the Moon Palace, where they figured where Rita's been hiding that whole year. And Min takes it, and then
not really, but
decides to take the Rad Bug to try to finish off Robo, Snizzard, and Minotaur. And she saves this couple by running over putties with their Rad Bug too.
Yeah. Guy's waiting trying to get away, and he's worried about.
He's trying to freaking fight off them with a crowbar.
So Min just goes flying through, driving on through, trying to
If you
figure
see
out
the
how to
guy-
get the thing flying.
You see the guy he's fighting. He's trying to fight off the freaking putties with a freaking crowbar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, why aren't other citizens doing this? It's like, dude, this guy's like, man, I'm gonna mess you up, man. You better back. And then, then again, Min tries to use the
Morpher.
power morpher. Still does not want to work. Even after Zach gave her the lecture, everything, the information about revenge and the difference between revenge and justice.
Yeah.
So,
well, teenagers
with attitude.
In one ear, out the other.
And then Rita shows up and she tries to fight off Rita without using any powers, and she ends up getting captured. Rangers are in the Moon Palace, and they notice that a lot of Rangers have been captured during that time.
Just Mighty Morphin.
Yep. So I can tell you right now, it was so who was captured was Grid Battle Force Red, Gold, and Blue, and then In Space Black and Yellow, and then you got Dino Thunder White and Red got captured as well. Then you got Lost Galaxy Red, Blue, and Green, and also you've got Lunar Wolf from Wild Force and the Phantom Ranger and Zeo Ranger 2 Yellow. And also you've got still Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy. And Billy realizes that she's building a time portal. Rita shows up, and because they see the space dumpster, and she tells her her plan to go back in time before Zordon could even think about making them Rangers by connecting with her past self.
Yes.
And killing the Rangers in their sleep. This is freaking dark, guys.
And Rita actually tells Min that her mother is going to be a first for her because she's never killed the same Ranger twice.
Yeah. And
it's like, good Lord.
This is where the fight happens when they're and Billy, when he puts his hands behind his back, you see him teleport the Blade Blaster. This is the first time we've ever seen the Rangers from Mighty Morphin use the Blade Blaster without being in the suit. That was awesome. I don't believe they've ever used it outside their suit. They have never. I have to go back. Maybe I'm overthinking that, but yeah, that was the most awesome moment.
I don't think they ever used any of their weapons outside their suits.
Nope, I don't believe so. And
maybe Tom. Well, the Dragon Dagger. Not like to battle or anything, but physically having it outside the suit, yes.
Maybe.
Because, Billy entered the command center, got the Dragon Dagger, and took it to Goldar when he was being brainwashed.
Yeah. So, let's see. So, during this battle, the Rangers, Rita is really... And then, again, Rita is about to try to strike Billy again, and this time Min jumps in. She gets hit by the blast that took her mom, that killed her mom, but
Min is protected.
But this scene was amazing. How when she opens her eyes, you see the archive footage of Tui Trang as Trini Kwan, the Yellow Ranger. She's seeing memories from the Morpher, and guess what, guys? It's Morphin time, and Min is now the third Mighty Morphin Yellow Ranger. And then they get their power weapons, and they're fighting, man. There's like, stabbing the putties, freaking just, And then when Rita was distracted, Billy, boom, stabs her through the freaking thing.
But Rangers don't get revenge.
Yeah.
But they will stab you in the back.
And then another scene that was awesome. We get the dinosaurs. A new cockpit. Billy is in the front with Min And then later joined by Zach. Well, first off, Rita does make Robo Snizzard grow, and it's on the moon.
Yes.
On the moon. We get a Megazord battle on the moon.
We even get to see the Zords get transported to the moon.
Yes. And the other 3 Rangers are battling Minotaur. And then
so we also get to see the Mighty Morphin Megazord being piloted by only 2 Rangers.
Yep. And they brought back the power crystals. If you guys saw that, the power crystals were the levers again. And
well, they didn't specifically power up the power crystal, stick it in. However, they did only appear once the Rangers were in the Zord.
Yes.
Because before Rocky, Cat, and Zach joined them in the Megazord, those spots were empty.
Yep.
Once they teleported in, the crystals appeared.
And what is cool about this one, and you know what? How I say it was dark. Freaking Rocky jumps in the air with a power sword, stabs Minotaur. He's gone. He's no longer around. Rangers, and then Rita, recovers from her wound, if you want to consider
from being stabbed to death.
The scene from Day of the Dumpster, recreated scene where the
remastered scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is the Japanese actress still in that scene. It's remastered.
But it was so cool to see that, and the Rangers
to give another cameo to an important actress, the late I don't know how to pronounce her name, but
the one that played Bendora in the Japanese version.
Yes.
And what was awesome, and the Rangers finish off Snizzard with the Mega Power Sword. And then the Rangers get back to the Moon Palace just in time. Because once Snizzard was destroyed, the snakes were gone. They were able to disconnect the Rangers from the device. And Kat was able to use her power bow to destroy it. Well, before that, Min throws her freaking power daggers, traps Rita right there. And then Zach, boom, she's gone. She's out of there. And during everything else that's happened, Adam and Aisha are finally there. They've missed a lot of the action, but they're able to help. And they mention Equestria misses Billy, but they're going to take the Rangers that are still shrunken to be fixed up and helped out at Aquitar.
On Aquitar?
Yep.
Not at, on.
Yeah, on Aquitar.
It's a planet, not a place.
And then Billy, Zach, and Min are talking, and she has her new communicator. And
communicator. It's kind of retro.
She tells Billy, she apologizes to Billy because the thing is he wants to go back after he gets everything settled with his company and everything. He wants to go back to his adventures to space. And Min does mention that she started having these memories from a morpher, seeing everything, her mom, and their friendship and everything. So, Billy says, maybe I shouldn't give up on Zordon.
Yeah.
Looking for Zordon. And
because we're only starting to understand what the Morphine Grid can do.
Exactly. So, but with that said, guys, during that whole thing when they were telling Min the rest about everything, we get a tribute honoring Tui Trang and Jason David Frank. So we're going to go ahead and show that right here.
Bye.
That was such a really good tribute they did for Jason David Frank and but guys, with everything we've talked about, there's only one thing to do. I mean, we can't end this conversation of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once and always. I mean, I'm gonna give it a 20 because this was a great special. They did an amazing job with it from start to finish. I would love to see more of this, but according, we'll probably be seeing Davey Yost as Billy in Cosmic Fury. That's
hopefully
what we're hearing. Rick, what do you give this as a rate?
That's a difficult one because it's really good. I mean, now, before I give my rate, I do want to mention there are parts where it does feel fast-tracked.
Yeah, rushed. I get what you're saying.
Yes. The CGI for the Megazord battle does feel slightly off. But with the budget that they had, they did a really good job. Yeah. With that said, I really want to give this a 10. However, because of just those slight nitpicks, I have to give it a 9.95.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I know the points in there, yeah, whatever. But they're enough that I can't just give it a solid 10. However, the nostalgia, the Easter eggs, everything, I can't give it something much lower than a 10 either. I mean, it is a really good special. And you guys need to go watch it over and over and over. And we need to make this number 1 on Netflix.
Yeah, let's do that, guys.
We got to number 3. Let's get it to number 1.
Let's get it up there, guys. Let's get it up there, man.
We got it to number 3, and it came out midweek.
Yeah, and I believe I thought it went back. Yeah,
get it to 1.
Yeah, I think it went. Apparently, it went back to 9, but hopefully, it'll get back up there because
Well, that's because people have already watched it several times, and they're like, okay, well, let's watch something else, and they gave up, and they didn't fight for number 1.
But let me tell you this right now, guys. Let's get it up there to number 1 on Netflix. This was
even
really
if it's
good.
for a day. Come on, they deserve it.
Yeah, and so before we sign off here, I think there's something I really want to show real quick. I mean, because there was something after that tribute that was
something you really were hoping we would get, but then once it started, you were like, oh my God, we're not getting what I want. And then all of a sudden at the end, you're like, holy shit, I got what I want.
And this is it. Oh, man.
Now, I only have one nitpick.
Oh, God, here we go.
And with this, and it involves Cat.
Okay.
The young version of Cat is from Turbo.
I think the reason why is because
her last appearance in Ninja Steel was as the Pink Turbo Ranger.
Super Ninja Steel. Yeah, you're right. And the fact is, the reason why not only
that was an Easter egg for that.
Apparently, I think it's because also they couldn't really use the Mighty Morphin one because it had the name on there, so there was no way they could try to edit that out. So they went with that one apparently. So that's just my guess. That's what people are thinking. So
I think it's just because they wanted to have that as an Easter egg to the last time she returned.
Right. So Rick,
and even if it wasn't planned, it is.
with that said, guys, I will be putting stuff in the description. Rick, very quick so we can get out of here.
Yeah. Remember, support your local comic book shops. Support your local small businesses. Support the paper copy.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do my outro, and then we'll say goodbye. So, guys, thanks for everybody that's tuned into this. Guys, like I said, I will be putting more stuff in the descriptions below this episode. Guys, make sure you check out Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. It's on Netflix right now. Go watch it as many times as you want. And make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like our Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Guys, make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, stay more phenomenal. And as Zordon always says, may the power protect you. And remember, it's morphin' time. And also, we'll give you a little sneak peek at the title for our next episode. You all have a good night, guys. Go ahead, Rick. Say good night.
Night.
Okay.
That thing that happened when the sun comes down.
And it dims down. And we leave, right?